Okay guys, welcome to the video on drawing musical signs and symbols. Alright, going to start with staff. Staff is basically just the 5 lines that we use to write music on, okay? So these 5 lines here are staff. Treble clef looks a little bit like this. And that is the clef that we put at the start of the staff if we're going to write music for higher pitched instruments, so say a flute, clarinet, a guitar, something like that. Bass clef we use for lower pitched instruments, and it looks a little bit like that. Time signature. Often we see time signature that looks like 4/4. Okay, this means how many beats are in a bar and what type of beats are in that bar. So the top number tells us how many beats, and the bottom number tells us what type of beats. Now we'll get more into that a bit later, exactly what I mean by that, but we'll move on. So key signature always comes after a clef, okay, and it also comes after time signature. Say a key signature of G major has 1 sharp, it's F sharp, and it's that. So that's my key signature here. If I have a key signature of E flat, B flat, E flat, and A flat, that's my key signature. Okay? Okay guys, moving on. A flat symbol looks a little bit like this, like a B, and it means you lower the note 1 semitone. Okay? Sharp symbol looks like a hashtag. And with these you have to be really careful that you draw them accurately on the spot. Okay? Either it's on a line or a space, you have to be careful. Same with your flats, you have to be quite careful that they are accurate, okay? Natural sign is like this. And that means it cancels a flat or a sharp. So it just becomes the natural note. Okay, note stem direction. This is important because if you write a whole bunch of notes like this, okay, sometimes you have to add stems to them to change their value. So the rule is if it's on the line or above, then the stems have to go down. Okay? But if it's on the line or below, the stems have to come up. Okay, so if they're on a B, the middle one, they can go up or down. Okay, note they have to be on the left side if they're going down, and on the right side if they're going up. Okay, and you'd have to fill those in if they were those sort of notes. Cool, alright, let's move on. Note types, okay. Semi-breve looks like a single circle like this. That's worth 4 beats. Minim is basically a semi-breve with a stem that's worth 2 beats. Draw this on, it's worth 4 beats. This is worth 2 beats. Crotchet, like this, it's worth 1 beat. A quaver is worth half a beat and it has a tail on it. It's worth half a beat. And a semiquaver, make no mistake, is worth a quarter of a beat. And the rest types for them, for semi-breve, it's like this on the top line, upside down hat. For a minim, 2 beat rest is a normal hat like that. Crotchet rest looks like this. That's one beat rest. Quaver rest looks like this. And semi-quaver rest looks like that. Okie dokie. Dotted notes. Okay, here we go. If you were to make this note, usually it's worth 2 beats, right? If I add a dot to it, it actually equals 3 beats. 3 beats. So, therefore this is equal to that note plus this note. Make sense? Let's do another example. If I make... Alright, so the next example, if I was going to make this note, it's usually worth 1 beat, into a dotted note, how many is it worth now? That's right, if you said 1.5 beats, give yourself a big pat on the back because that's what it is. 1.5, because I'm adding half to a 1. So there I've got this. I'll tie it across with this. Okay. Okay, writing scales. Here we go. There's a pattern for writing scales. Pattern, and it goes like this. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So what that means is, I could take any scale, say a C major scale, and these are the spaces between the notes. Okay, so I'm going to actually write it here for you guys. I'll start with a C. Then there's a tone difference to a D, another tone to E. There's a semitone to F, tone to G, full tone to A, full tone to B, and then semitone up to C again. So if I write it in there, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Cool? That's the pattern for writing an ascending scale. So let's practice writing an F major scale down here. I'm just going to do it. I'll put in the the key signature, sorry. So we start with an F. We know we need to have tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So we'll follow them up. F, tone to G, another tone, semitone to B flat, full tone to C, tone to D, tone to E, semitone to F. Okay, and you can actually follow this through with any scale. Let's do another one. Let's do G major. So it has an F sharp. Follow it. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp to G. If I just label the semitones, it's going to be semitone, semitone. Cool.